onto the front of the structure, the first thing we notice, we have an EIFS system. So that is a styrofoam board with a stucco finish over it. How do we know it's an EIFS system? Well, the house was built in '96, which is around the time frame when EIFS was very popular. But if you come up to the EIFS and you push on it, it has a little bit of give. I don't know if you can see that. If you tap on it, it sounds hollow. So that's how we know it's an EIFS, okay? So these are problematic. This is also the time frame that they were installed where they had the most problems, but we are covered. So I don't suspect any kind of moisture intrusion to be behind this wall yet, but it's possible, I guess, but unlikely. But there are some areas where it could happen, such as this joint right here between the EIFS and the brick. It's not sealed. So we need all of this to have a good sealant joint. If you look up under there with that mirror, you see that, it's either plastic or metal, I'll have to feel it. But basically that white end dam or casing, that tells you that this is a polymer modified EIFS, which there are multiple different types of that. But the traditional EIFS or barrier EIFS would not have this here. Let's see if we can get a better photo of that thing. Traditional polymer-based EIFS would not have this. The foam would just be encapsulated around here and sealed to the wall. So this tells you it's a different type of EIFS with a different type of styrofoam. If you knock on the EIFS and you're still unsure, because maybe it's a little more firm, doesn't give quite as much as you would be expecting, you can come look at any kind of penetration in the EIFS and see if it has any kind of give. So if we look at this mount here, you see how that's depressed in. Stucco would not do that because it's much harder, cement based. This being a foam board will have a depression. So there's your second indicator that you have an EIFS system. So home buyers, realtors, anybody that's looking at a house and you want to know if you have stucco or EIFS, look for stuff like this in addition to knocking, tapping, pushing. All those things will help you identify what type of system you've got. If they don't have penetrations with depressions in there like that one does, there are other ways to tell, and sometimes the system will just give you a layup to where you can just easily determine what kind it is, and this would be an example of that. So the doorbell's missing, so you can look directly into the system. So you see fiberglass mesh, which is this stuff here. That is EIFS all day long, because stucco does not use this, it uses a metal lap. Also, if you look in the hole, you can see the styrofoam. So look for things like this.